Hey, welcome back to another AteTreeWon video, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing and checking out the new Ring car cam. Let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, welcome back to the AteTreeWon video. So I'm going to unbox the brand new Ring car cam, which is like impossible to get. Had to get it on eBay. Yeah, I'm going to unbox it. We're going to see what comes in the box, and then I'm going to install it in my car, and we're going to check it out. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Gonna tear the little paper thingy out, the little plastic seal off. And yes, I did get it off of eBay because they can't keep this thing in stock. It's pretty interesting. But all right, opening it up, we do get the Ring car cam. So here's kind of what it looks like. You know, it's a decent size. It kind of sits up against the front windshield, kind of wedged in, and then it just kind of stares at you like that. So it kind of sticks into the front windshield, and the cable kind of gets wrapped around because this dash cam is kind of plugged in all the time. So it plugs into the OBD2 port that a lot of newer vehicles use to get power 24/7 so that you can use it. All right, so it's got a little, you know, this is kind of for sticking the cables through and getting them all jammed in there. And then it comes with this little piece here, which is in case there's too much space between the dash and the camera, you can kind of add that little second piece to kind of make it a bit tighter fit. And then here is the OBD2 port. So a lot of cars have this. It's kind of like the computer port for your vehicle, but you can definitely leave the camera plugged in all day. Because again, as I mentioned, it's what's going to give it continuous power so it can continually monitor your vehicle. Now, it won't drain the vehicle's battery because there are like 3 different settings that you can use to, you know, to make sure that the battery doesn't die. So there's like a high, medium, and low. And if you use the low drain mode, the camera isn't as responsive, but it'll record the longest period of time. And if you leave it on high, it can't record for as long. I don't know what those exact numbers are. I'll leave them right here on the screen if I find them later, because I couldn't find that on the website. Oh, and then we get these little cable clips, so you can tie the cable around and kind of put it around the car and then stick it somewhere. Ooh, you get 2 additional 3M sticky pads in case you kind of screwed up the first time, because that is how it mounts to the vehicle with the 3M sticky. And then, all right, so here's the dual USB-C cable. So one end goes into the camera and the other end goes into this dongle, I guess, the OBD2 port dongle. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's everything. So we got dash cam that also records interior. So when the top is up, it is completely off. The front camera and audio is off. And then you just flick this down like that, and it basically allows the front camera to start recording in the front. So if you want full privacy, you flick up that little thing, you get no audio or video from the front camera. I want to have that audio on because in case someone breaks into my car, tries to steal my stuff, boom, got them on camera, because it does record all that, and that's basically the whole point of getting this dash cam. The front and camera both record off of 1080p, and I've seen some video footage samples and it looks to be okay. I'll probably do a little drive just so you guys can see what that video looks like. And the nice part about this camera is it's connected, so all of it can be sunk all the way up to the cloud. You can pull video. I think it's a $6 a month fee for the Ring service, but it gives you LTE, and you can pull that footage from your phone from anywhere you are. You can live view the dash cam from anywhere you are. So, you know, you leave your car parked in like a sketchy spot, or, you know, maybe you just want to check in on your car, you can do that. Somebody kind of gets into your car, record, you know, or like bumps into or tries to break in or does break in, the camera will record that, save it to the cloud, so you can have that footage for court, or, you know, just to present to the police or your insurance company later on. So a lot of really cool features with this camera. It's very connected. It retails for $250, but like I said, you can't get it right now. It is currently May 2023, and if you wanted to buy the camera today, Ring expects to ship this camera to you in November. So yeah, somehow this camera is like impossible to build, or I think this is kind of more of like a demo thing for Ring, and I think they're going to release a Gen 2 probably pretty soon. Probably shouldn't have bought this, which is why they're probably not making a lot, in my opinion. But yeah, so let me go ahead. I think I talked about all the main features of the camera. Oh, it also has a police mode. So if you get pulled over, you can just say, and it'll record a 20-minute segment of that entire interaction. So it records just 20 minutes as soon as you say that. So you get the entire footage of you being pulled over, the interaction with the police, just to make sure that you're safe and everything is being done right. So that's kind of cool on Ring. One thing I will say though is you want to be careful because a lot of your dash cam footage can get subpoenaed by the police. So yeah, just remember that. If you have a dash cam, they can subpoena you for the footage. Anyway, I haven't played around with the app or anything like that. I haven't got it installed because I just opened it, as you saw, the unboxing. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the app ready, and then we're gonna move this over to my vehicle and start the install process. And like I said, play around with the app and try to get some sample footage. So without further ado, let's get to the car. Okay, so as you can see, I am here in my car. We got the dash cam. There is a QR code on the bottom that I want to make sure I scan before I start the installation, so I can get the camera kind of already a little bit set up in my vehicle. And then we're gonna kind of put it just right here in the middle where I know I'm gonna want to have the camera. And yeah, show you some footage, maybe do some driving. So let's get into this setup right now. So I'm gonna go here and to set up a device, and we're gonna go cars. I'm ready to scan. Okay, get access to it. And we're gonna scan the QR code, which I'm probably gonna blur because I don't know how private that information is. Car cam detected. Let's say it's for this home. I'm gonna call it Jeep cam because it's for my Jeep. Just in case I get more, who knows? Or more cameras, I mean. So I'm gonna get under the car, put this into the OBD2 port. It's in and it's drawing power. Now we're gonna plug the USB-C end of this into the USB-C end of the OBD2 port dongle. Okay, so an immediate pet peeve of mine. The OBD2 cable plugs into the right side, but in every American car, the OBD2 port is gonna be on the driver's side, which is the left side. So you kind of almost have to tuck this cable underneath as well to get like a nice flush installation, where if it would have just been on the left side, it'd be easier. But this does tilt to give you a better range of motion. That's nice, especially with this Jeep. Windshields are very flat. So you gotta wait until this light starts pulsing slowly. That's what it says. So far, just steady blue. So I'm connecting the car cam to my own Wi-Fi right now. All right, so I think I've got a good spot. I'm gonna clean off the windshield with the included alcohol wipe so I can have a really clean prep surface. And then just peeling off the 3M protective sticky, putting that down, wedging it down, and then putting it in. You can optimize the motion. So the more sensitive, the more battery it'll use, so keep a note of that. So we're gonna leave it at the regular settings, and we'll see if I need to adjust the settings either more or less, depending on how much the car gets used. We'll do regular motion. I have a lot of birds that fly around. Actually, let's do frequent, and then we'll adjust it back down. I drive this car pretty regularly. Oh, and then as I mentioned, all you gotta say is Alexa record, and it'll record any type of parking event. Good to know. And then I got this thingy dangling here, which is why I have it over to the side a little bit. So yeah, don't judge me on that. We're not gonna share this device with anyone, and we're good. So it took a little inside snap. I can go live. It makes a little noise, and yeah, I mean, it looks pretty solid on the inside. I mean, I'm kind of screen recording now, but I mean, I'm kind of glad I put it over to the side a little bit. As you can see there, you can definitely see me in there and showing the camera what's going on. Pretty solid. Now let's flip the camera around. All right, I don't know why it has this little purple haze. That's weird. I'm definitely confused on the purple haze in the front. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna try to figure out this purple haze thing, and then we're gonna take it out on the road and get some driving samples and see what it's like. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, so I'm driving. I'm trying to see if I can record a full-on like Jeep drive here. I don't know, let's see what happens, right? So I'm just gonna go for a quick little cruise so you guys can get an idea of what the video footage is gonna look like on the exterior and the interior of the vehicle. So yeah, just gonna go for a little drive around the block here. I've got my camera on my dash, and I'm very, very afraid it's gonna fall over. Like, I am petrified. So yeah, I'm gonna be driving carefully like I always do, but I might be driving a little extra carefully so that camera doesn't fall over. Yeah, so you know, I'm driving. I'm gonna check in on the Jeep cam as you know, maybe a little bit, just to get an idea what that camera quality looks like. But I don't want to do it too much because I know it's going to interfere, you know, with the camera itself. So let's see, let me do a quick screen recording, and then I'm gonna jump into the camera right now just so we get a good idea of what all that video footage might end up looking like. So we're gonna tap to go live. And it's loading, so I'm on 5G now, I'm not on my Wi-Fi. So this is kind of what the interior camera footage looks like. That's what the exterior looks like. I did fix the purple thing. The camera just needed to update itself, so, you know, problem solved there, thankfully. But yeah, you know, I feel like the footage looks decent. You know, I don't know if you're really, it's not super crisp, I think. Like, I'm looking at it right now. It looks okay, right? It's not gonna be something where, like, you're gonna see a license plate from super far away and get it super crisp on here, which is gonna be a bummer. This is mainly for me gonna be used as internal protection for my car in case somebody tries to, you know, break into it. I can get video footage of that and send it to my insurance company. Big time theft deterrent, but also, you know, just to prove to my insurance company that I wasn't at fault at something. So if a car swerves into my lane and swerves out, yeah, I might not be able to get that license plate number, but I can at least show that to my insurance company and say, hey, look, someone got into my lane, got out, not at fault, which then my insurance company won't charge me, which is nice because if you can prove you're not at fault, you don't get in trouble. So that's mainly what I'm gonna use it for. Would it be nice if it could read license plates from super far? Yeah, like here's a car I'm pulling up on. Hopefully it gets some of these license plates. I'm gonna see, you know, because I can read some of these pretty clearly. So I'll be honest, if I saw something happening, I would probably shout out the license plate just as a double check, even if I knew my dash cam could get that footage, just as a backup to make sure that I got that plate. I would always recommend that. Don't just trust the dash cam, you know, yell out the license plate, kind of, you know, so you have some backup, right? You might seem silly if you're like 98B2246, but hey, at least maybe the dash cam didn't get it quite clearly. You saw the number, you read it out. Maybe the dash cam can catch a couple of the numbers to kind of back up your story. But at the end of the day, a video doesn't lie. So if somebody swerves into your lane and you swerve out and have an accident, or somebody gets in front of you and you know, you basically save yourself from, you know, getting into an accident, you have the dash cam footage to help back you up. So see, this car just went up and had to back out, even because it was our light. He thought it was his light. I'm curious to see if the dash cam got that footage. So I'm gonna turn back around to start heading back home, and hopefully we've got some pretty solid footage to share with you guys. And then yeah, we're gonna get an idea of how good this dash cam footage looks and how easy it is to pull it back down from the cloud when we get back into my room. All right, so I'm back here in the room. I'm gonna check out some of this footage and see how the drives looked. So I can go live anytime, I think. So I'm going live now. Let's see, I should turn on screen recording so you guys can see what I'm looking at. And then yeah, so here's a look at what my dash cam is seeing right now. I'm gonna put the footage on top. With no one in it, you can go to the front. Pretty good quality, kind of nice. Gonna get out. I will test it instant, so I'm gonna go out there and pretend I'm breaking into my car to see how good that recording is. But let's see here. How can I see my drives? Do I go to history? Yes, maybe. So let's go here where it says local storage driving. Okay. So it says view full resolution. I can download it, so let's download it. Agree and continue. So it's gonna upload my video and then notify me when it's ready. So we'll see. I mean, this was a super fast drive. I hope, I don't know. Now I'm like wondering how long like a 2-hour drive would take to upload. I'm not sure, but it is uploading the footage. So I don't know how long that's gonna take. I'll notify when it's ready. So I think I can get out of it. I don't know. Let's see how long this takes to download. I can put the camera forward. Okay. I'm kind of trying to see how the quality was when I'm driving. Let's see. Yeah, so you can't really see some of the footage. Again, this isn't the full quality version apparently, so there might be a bit higher quality version available coming up. I mean, nah, you can't really see that, and you can definitely see how filthy my car is. Let's see if I can see the license plate directly in front of me here. So I'm pulling up, stopping. So that should be a pretty clear readout right here. And yeah, you can read it, right? You can read that license plate. Sorry person, I'm exposing you here. I am curious to see how much better the full quality 1080p HD version looks. It said it would notify me when it's complete. So yeah, let's see when that is. I don't know. It's been a minute. So I'm gonna turn this camera off and let you know when it notifies me, if it notifies me that it's ready, so we can look at it here. I believe it's uploading it to the cloud via the camera, so LTE. So I don't think it's using my home Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is pretty close to it, so I'm hoping it's detecting and uploading via Wi-Fi to make it a little bit faster. But yeah, if it's uploading via LTE, this could be an issue. Because it's not 5G, it's LTE, which is the slower bandwidth. So, you know, I'm sure it's good for a quick little snap like you saw, like I could see myself driving, see something driving, but if you wanted full HD quality of a drive and you're out in the middle of nowhere, you're having bad reception, that could be an issue. So, you know, just make sure you have decent cell reception when you're around. And I believe this runs on the AT&T network. I want to say it's the LTE, the AT&T 4G LTE network. All right, let's see how long it takes this footage to come to me. All right, so I got the video footage. We're checking it out right now. I'm putting it kind of just over this video here. And while it does look a tiny bit better, it is not significantly better. So I wouldn't say downloading the footage is gonna be any better. The interior camera footage looks decent. The exterior one looks okay. I'm gonna also include a nighttime drive right here, right now, just so you guys can see what it looks like at night, the exterior and interior, you know, just to give you guys an update on what the nighttime driving looks like. The last thing I'm gonna test is the safety stuff. So, you know, supposedly if somebody's breaking into the car, there's motion detected, it should send off some type of alarm to my phone. So I've got my phone on loud. I'm gonna go out there and try to break in, and let's see if I get any type of notification. I'm gonna leave my key here so it doesn't think I'm trying to get in my car. So I don't know. Let's, I'll just bring the camera and everything with me, why not? Now it's become a vlog. But we got the phone. Let's see if it detects us. Let's see how well it detects us. See if I walk in, I don't think it'll get you if you walk in front of it. It's not like a regular Ring. What if I hit the windshield here? Anything? Bueller? I mean, so far I haven't got a notification about anything. So I don't have my keys. Oh, notification, that's happening. So I can go in, I'm gonna start looking at my dash cam here, just record the screen just to give you guys an idea. And yeah, it takes you right there. So the bump when trying to open the door, it notified me that there was some motion going on. So it doesn't do like front motion like you would think somebody's going in, but I mean, it did detect that, you know, that was happening, which is interesting. But yeah, that's the motion. Let's go back inside. All right, but in closing, so far, I'm pretty interested in this dash cam. I do wish the quality was a little bit better, but the always connected is really what motivated me to want to pick it up, because I was looking for an always connected dash cam. And there aren't a ton of options out there. I can only really think of like 2 or 3 that has kind of everything rolled up into one package that I didn't have to hardwire myself. I don't want to deal with hardwiring a battery. I know that's going to be a headache. I know Blackview has a lot of solid options. You can get an LTE module for that, but you do kind of have to hardwire it. I didn't want to deal with that. And I know sometimes they also sell external battery packs you can buy for these, but they're like $400, right? And I wasn't trying to spend $800–900 on a dash cam setup. Just not what I'm looking for. So something like this was simple, connects to power. Yeah, it's not gonna be recording all day, every day, 24/7. I think you can get up to like 72 hours of continuous recording for like that safety parking mode. That's perfect. I'm not gonna leave my car long-term without driving it, so that's more than enough for me. If you need more than that, then look at some other options. I think this is gonna be a good fit for me and my style, my driving habits. But yeah, I'll send an update if I feel like an update needs to be sent. Like if I have any issues with it. Like I said, I just got it today, so I haven't really put it towards its paces. You already saw nighttime footage. I haven't seen that, so you guys tell me. What did you think? Was the nighttime driving decent? I don't know. All right. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm gonna keep driving. All right, peace.